You can absolutely find a screaming deal on gently used sleeping bags online, but how are you going to ensure you don't get duped? There are 3 questions you need to ask, and the good news is there's only one right answer for each of them. I'm going to let you know more about these 3 questions later on in the video. When you spot a potential sleeping bag you want to look at, scope out the reviews. As an ex-professional gear writer, I strongly encourage you to look at reviews written by big name publications and blogs with a grain of salt. Here's the secret to professional gear reviews. People are absolutely influenced by outdoor brands. Freebies, star treatment, and outdoor whining and dining of professional gear reviewers, influencers, and bloggers is absolutely a thing. I would know. I've been a part of these events. Even those who claim they purchase their own gear still get solicited by brands and take advantage of opportunities they provide. This will absolutely weigh their decisions. Some are better than others, admittedly, but all of them are out to make money and build relationships in the outdoor space. They're valuable reviews in that they're written by experts, but don't be fooled. They're not always telling the whole story. Instead, I recommend paying close attention to everyday people on retailer websites. Think REI, Amazon, Backcountry, whatever. The downside of these reviews is that they're often written without the gear getting much use, and they might not be written by people who are doing exactly what you're doing. Next, you want to ask these 3 questions to the seller. The first question to ask is why they're getting rid of it. Now, admittedly, they could totally BS you here, but most people are going to give you a straight answer. This is just good data, but it's not the most important question you should ask. The next question to ask is how they stored the bag. If they kept it in a stuff sack or hung it up, run. The loft of the bag is likely compromised and it won't be as warm as advertised. The loft or fluffiness is what keeps the bag warm. It breaks down over time. If it's not properly stored, it's going to have cold spots and not be as warm as it needs to be. The correct answer is keeping the bag in a temperature-controlled storage space, preferably in a watertight bin or in the mesh stuff sack it came with. The bag should be stored loose, fluffy, and not pinched in any way. This ensures that the loft of the bag is preserved. The most important question you want to ask when it comes to judging if a used sleeping bag is worth purchasing or not is how the bag was washed. There is only one right answer here. Sleeping bags should be washed in a tub or front-loading washer. No agitator or middle swingy thing that you get on the top loaders. With specific sleeping bag wash here in the US, Nikwax is the most popular choice. It should be dried using dryer balls or tennis balls on a low setting and then fluffed up manually afterwards. Anything else, hung dry, washed with typical detergent, washed in a top-loading washing machine, not fluffed with dryer balls or an equivalent, means that the insulation is absolutely damaged. Even synthetic bags shouldn't be washed like that. Don't believe me? My daughter's synthetic sleeping bag developed lumps that never broke up when I dried it incorrectly. Down is particularly picky, so if you're looking at a used down bag, this is absolutely a requirement. Regular detergent can clog breathable properties of a bag, making it colder than advertised and really clammy to use. And if you ruin the loft of the bag with improper washing, it will have prolific cold spots that you will never be able to get rid of. If they never wash the bag, that's pretty gross. But if you can't say no and it's an amazing deal, you can still purchase the bag, but expect to put a little elbow grease in it to get it up to snuff. Want more hot tips to level up your outdoor game? Sign up for my newsletter down in the show notes.